In this video, we replace our windlass and make lots of small preparations before it is finally time to put our boat in the water. We splashed her in Beaufort, North Carolina and started her up for the first time and then headed over to the dock. It was an exciting day and we were getting ready to make our first sail. All right, got a lot of stuff to do today. One thing we got in today, we got our new upholstered cushions here for the settee in the dinette there. So I'm gonna put all those in. And then I got a new windlass and I got some other stuff to work on. And then we're going in the water in 2 days. So I got a lot of stuff to do. I'd like to get all that done before we go in the water, but it's not necessary, so that we have to. So I'm gonna load up the cushions here and I'll see how it looks. All right, here it is. The cushion's all done. It seems a little more blue in here, like bright blue than I wanted, but I think it's okay. This is not, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. This is like if you want to turn it into a bed, so I gotta find a place to put that for now. And I'm not super happy, I don't know, I guess I just recovered it, but I mean, like, there's a little gap right there. I can fix it by doing that. But I don't know, I don't have time to deal with it. To like, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Got myself a brand new windlass. So the windlass that's here, nice windlass. I mean, it's really powerful and a good windlass, but it's, I guess you're a little backlit there. Let me try it over here. The problem with the windlass I have right now is that it only is one directional. It only goes down. Sorry, up. It only has an up function, and it's not just a matter of, you know, putting it on the solenoid to start everything to like reverse motor. It doesn't do that. The way that the whole thing does, it's got like a worm gear, and it doesn't allow it to electrically go down. So I bought a new one. It has a Maxwell on it, so I just decided to throw another Maxwell on it. This one's slightly smaller. It's the biggest one that you can really get that's not a commercial variety. It's a little bit smaller. It's, does this even come with a solenoid? Okay, it even comes with a solenoid. I didn't realize that. But there's everything I need here. But it's a little bit smaller. The other one is a lot bigger, but this thing is still rated to pull 2,000 pounds and it'll do the right chain and everything. So I think it'll be fine for this boat. There you go. It's still a good size windlass. This is the old windlass. It's quite a bit bigger. It's a little overkill for this boat. Yeah, it's nice having one that big, but it's, you know, it's a little bit overkill for this boat, I think. But first thing I'm gonna do is disconnect all the power to it, and then I gotta disconnect the chain and all that stuff, because I don't, you know, windlasses are the one thing on a boat that can really hurt you. It can cut your hand right off. The one thing I don't really like about this boat is that this forward storage area, just if you want to get something, you have to remove everything else. So like the solenoid and the breaker and all that stuff are over there. So I got to pull all these lines out that I've stashed out of the way, and then I got to crawl up in there and turn everything. That's a problem with any boat though. Storage and access are always an issue. I think I'm gonna have to, I got to pull this ceiling down too. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think this could be pretty easy because basically, you know, the cables are right there. I've just got to disconnect the power, undo the bolts that are holding it in. I might have to fabricate something for it to sit on up there, but yeah, hopefully it'll be nice and easy. So I turned off power to the windlass back in the panel over there, but I'm going to check the power just in case, because, you know, it's a lot of power going to that thing, and I don't want to cut a finger or a hand off. That would be not good. So I got to climb back up in there and check the power. All right, should be good to go. I got it all disconnected. Ooh, that didn't fall and hit me in the face. Bolts disconnected, I got the power disconnected, I got the chain disconnected up there. Should be able to just pry this thing right off. It's gonna be heavy and hard to get down on the ladder, but we'll do it. I hope this thing comes up easy. Oh God, this thing's so heavy. Oh, I'm gonna need a pry bar, and I don't have a pry bar. This thing is just, that thing's gotta weigh 100 freaking pounds. Let me go get my sockets and see if I can pull these bolts up here, because that's the only thing holding it in, and then it'll be a lot easier. I don't have to pull it straight up, I can pull it off to the side. All right, I need more tools. I need a pry bar. I'm probably gonna need some starboard to like fill up some gaps and some sealant and all this other stuff. So yeah, going to work. I guess I'll go pick up Amanda and we'll get some lunch, and then she'll come back and kind of organize the galley, and then I'll continue doing this. So far I'm really happy with how this is progressing, although I haven't gotten the windlass up yet, but we'll see. Amanda came to help me. We were going to use the spinnaker halyard to lift the windlass out of place. Okay, I'm going to slowly lower it. You're going to hold it off the side. Okay. Okay? All right. It was at this point when Amanda told me the spinnaker halyard wasn't going to be long enough to lower it to the ground, so we had to pull it back up. I attached a longer line to try again. So we got our brand new Millie. All right, well, I was working on the windlass here, and I got all the bolts out of here except for this one, and it's the nut inside is rusted. So it's seized up, but I can't really get at it from down below. So I'm just gonna cut the head of the bolt off here, and then just pull it down from down below. Oh, but first it's beer 30. Next problem, of course, I spoke too soon earlier how easy this was going to be. So the problem is, from here down to the bottom where I can bolt into it is 4 inches. The bolts that go with the new windlass are just under 5 inches. So half an inch in each thing's not enough. So basically, I'm going to see if I can split the woods here in the layer, see if I can split the first, that's about an inch, the first layer. So if I can split the wood, you know, and bring up a couple sections, we'll see how that goes.
All right, I am getting to a stopping point with my cleaning, so I'm gonna check on Bobby. How's it going out here?
One thing after another. I gotta do one little thing, but I gotta take 4 things apart to get to it. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. So now I gotta take the anchor chain off because I get all that stuff through there, and I gotta cut the rest of the bolt head off, and then I gotta remove the whole wood panel thing, and then I gotta find whatever. Jeez.
Dang.
It'll happen. It's just not today, so I'm trying to get as much out as I can.
What is it that you're trying to do?
I'm replacing the windlass.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's been the project of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx myself. I think this could be pretty easy. Just about finished here. I got all the main wiring hooked up, and I tested it with the current foot switch. I'm going to disconnect that and connect this remote control in, and it should be good to go. So, trying to get her done. All right, I got everything wired up, I think, properly. So I'm going to test it out. right, got it done. It is cold and windy. It's gonna be warmer tomorrow, so we're gonna come back and finish it all tomorrow, but I'm happy we got it working. I just need to tape up a few things that I got to seal tomorrow with some sealant, but for now I'm just gonna tape it because it might rain in a bit. So there we go. Well, good morning. On my way over to Washington, North Carolina to pick up the center console for the Highfield dinghy. Talked to the gentleman there that runs the dealership. I can't remember the name of the dealership offhand, but I'll link to it below there. Been really helpful. They got a couple different locations around here, but he's got a center console in stock. I was like, I asked him, am I going to be able to install this himself? Said absolutely. So going to get there, pick it up, and get all the recommendations I need for it. So, but right now I'm waiting on the ferry to head across over there. I timed this thing just right too. I had no idea it was a 7:15 ferry, but I just got up and left. But I got here at 7:12, so I'd rather be lucky than good. All right, so we're at McCotter's Marina, and this is your shop in Marina, or?
It is.
And this is Mark.
Yep.
So, thank you for hooking me up with the center console today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Glad we have one for you.
Yeah, yeah. And you got what? So you have this facility. Where else do you have?
We have this facility. We got 2 boat yards, 2 boat lifts.
Okay.
We've got another retail store in Oriental, right on the Intercoastal Waterway, called the Inland Waterway Provision Company.
Okay.
And so those are our 2 locations.
All right, well, we'll link below. They've been a big help getting me stuff sorted today, and then help me source parts for the rest of this stuff. So I appreciate it.
And
Thank
for
you.
people coming down the waterway, they can order ahead, and we can have whatever they need.
There you go.
Waiting for them at the store in Oriental.
There you go. All right, well, let's take a look.
All right.
Mark took me out for a tour of his marina and shipyard.
Somebody won it at a game show, and it's been in his family, and he's really attached to it, and he wants to repower, but the cost of a new one was beyond his budget. I said, you're wise not to spend it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna spend $4 grand on a new motor on a
Toy.
Yeah. Cool.
Take that money and come over here and buy the Boston Whaler.
Yeah, there you go.
Outrage, and then you have a boat.
Yeah. McCotter's Marina has lots of storage on the hard and a maintenance facility. A 35-ton travel lift and 4 docks. All right, really friendly guys there at McCotter's Marine, and you can check out their store in Oriental. And I was having a hard time finding like the remote kit for the motor, and they made a few phone calls and they found one locally, so I'm gonna go pick that up. So I would recommend you guys check them out. There's links down below. Back at Ted and Todd's, it was finally time to put naughty dogs in the water. The length overall on this bad boy is 62 feet, and you add the dinghy, it's close to 70. We were excited she was finally going in the water. Ted did a great job navigating the travel lift in the tight shipyard. I was really happy with the work at Ted and Todd's Marine, and I thought the price was pretty reasonable. Before they let her out of the cradle, I have to hop on board to make sure she wasn't leaking.
Bobby's hopping on the boat. Is he gonna try to start her up?
The crew and puppy dogs were ready to get on board.
You go in the front of this.
Yes. Mackenzie and I are about to get on the boat with the dogs.
After you get settled in over there.
Yeah.
And
Home sweet home, boys.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Bobby, my turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Guys, somebody want to catch these aft lines here? They're going to throw them off. We ready?
Thank you.
Go ahead, guys.
Bye. Bye, thank you.
Sorry, my bow thruster's not working now on the port side. Hang on.
Do you have the button pushed in?
Just back up.
Yes, the button's pushed in.
All right.
I can just do it. That's all right.
There's a shoal directly off the dock. I had planned on using the bow thruster, but that wasn't an option. So I was prop walking her over.
Oh, that's nice. Cold. Moisture.
It's 6 full turns to get the wheel from side to side, so it's a lot of moving that wheel.
Well, my cell phone was a bag phone. Long term. Just like you've been coming in here all his life. Hey.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
All righty.
Thank you.
There you go.
Bobby always does a good job.
Up a little bit, Bobby. There you go. Good to see y'all.
We made it safe and sound on our way to the marina.
Did you tell you where the shoal was?
Yeah. All right. We made it. With no bow thruster. I got it. So now it's working to starboard, but not to port. Probably a loose. We probably knocked another lyre loose.
Possibly.
A lyre got knocked loose.
Whatever.
I think all lyres are on board.
Yeah. All right, guys. Can we get some fenders out? Probably on the starboard side.
Yes.
Where are they?
Where are the fenders?
Aft.
Aft. Okay. All right.
Port side tie to
Port
Homer
side
Smith's.
tie.
Port side tie, Homer Smith's on the fuel dock.
I'll record you.
No.
Okay. I'll do one up here.
About here.
Yeah,
About here?
It covers in so much you don't really need them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
How far you want? 1.5 miles.
It was only about a quarter mile over to the Homer Smith docks and marina.
Okay. We are pulling up at the fuel dock now, which is where we're going to tie up. Okay.
The previous owner, Kent, and a few local patrons were along for the ride.
Are you ready? Okay, yeah, cool.
Guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We made it to the dock and hooked up to shore power.
All right, this is the Homer Smith docks and marina here. Pretty cool spot. They just, you know, obviously you fuel farm here, plus they are right off the ICW, so it's a convenient way on the way down. Although, like, we can't go the ICW, we're too tall, and there's the bridge right there that's 65 feet, and we're 71 feet, so we can't do it. There is this power line right here, but that power line's like 75 or 80 feet, something like that. So we can get under that, but we can't get under the bridge to get in here. So it's one of the few marinas, you know, on the outside. I mean, I guess there's a few in downtown Beaufort, but yeah, nice spot here. Plus then they just redid their little clubhouse. They got a courtesy van. So if you need a van, then you can go get groceries or go to dinner or something, you can in it. And then they got pretty cool little, you know, captain's lounge stuff. Will take you over there. They've done a really cool job here. I mean, it's a nice little lounge where you watch TV, make some coffee, hang out. They have free laundry and they have showers and bathrooms and all that. So, and they're dog friendly. You can bring your dogs in the lounge. So Pretty cool. All right, I don't know what we're doing, but I guess I'll head back to the boat.
The boys were happy for a walk, and we were happy to be moving out the next day, sailing south to where it's warm. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can keep up with our action as we sail to the Bahamas and the Caribbean. And our Sailing Doodles Navy gets early access to the videos and a lot of other perks.